Welcome back and thanks for joining me once again here on my YouTube channel. I am the Modern Dodo and I'm really excited about this week's video because it's going to fit nicely with my weekly blog post that's published on my website, www.themoderndodo.com. And if I do things, we're going to end up saving a life. I'm going to talk about that shortly, so stay tuned as we jump into things. But outside of my weekly YouTube and website blogs, I also release content usually in the morning, probably about 5 out of 7 days a week. I'm fairly consistent via my social media outlets. That would be TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So follow me there just for some whimsical things that I'm looking forward to each day. But this channel is designed to talk about either special topics I want to talk about, or more often than not, which is what I'm going to do today, highlight the 3 things that I'm most looking forward to in the week ahead. So today's actually a really special day for me because not only did I pick up a foster kitten at the Humane Society, and you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, and I'm going to introduce you to Sam, but today is the day that I have set aside to identify my travel schedule for the upcoming NFL season. So not quite as easy as it would seem. I am a season ticket holder with the Lions, so that means I have to travel up from Florida to Detroit to catch games with my dad, my niece, my nephew. If you're watching, hello. I'll be letting you know what games I'm going to be traveling to soon, but as I've talked about on this channel, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, are just a mile up the road from my house. So I've got to basically synergize the Lions schedule with the Bucs schedule. What are the best games to attend? Usually I attend the Lions home opener because it's before hockey season. This year I don't have to worry about that. And I guess it would be the Thursday night kickoff. I think the Buccaneers are kicking off the season against the Cowboys. That's going to be a big one. So you can see I've got to figure all this out. But on top of that, I also try to factor in what Premier League games I want to watch, or more importantly, don't want to miss. So I've got the Arsenal schedule, but this year, kudos to Norwich City, the Canaries are back up in the Premier League. So I've got 2 Premier League teams on top of 2 NFL teams, and I got to work so that I can pay the bills so that I continue to enjoy sports on the weekend. So it's got to fit together like a puzzle. Today's the day that I sit down and figure all that out. And I wore, as usual, an extra special t-shirt, my favorite Detroit L t-shirt to plan my travel. And it's funny because I knew that I was going to plan this travel today, and for that reason I wore this t-shirt, and I thought, is this really the shirt that I want to wear while I'm filming this YouTube video? Oh, I guess why not? And I ran up to the Humane Society in this shirt. I was picking up a foster kitten. His name is Sam, and I'm going to grab him in just a moment and introduce you to Sam. But I'm sitting there at the Humane Society waiting for Sam to come out, and I'm scrolling on my phone and I read an article. It's actually an app you should check out. It's called Fansided. You can list your favorite teams. It does a really good job of aggregating sports content based upon team or sport that you want to watch. And I'm scrolling through Fansided, and I come across an article saying that basically the majority of Lions fans would be disappointed if the Lions actually won. And it's quite funny that I'm wearing a shirt that sort of embraces the Lions losing with the L, and meanwhile I'm reading an article that says fans would be disappointed if the Lions actually won. I jumped into the article, and I wanted to see if it was fans like me who are loyal to the Lions, but just used to losing, where we almost celebrate it as part of the culture, or if there was a twist to it. And there was a little bit of a twist. I'm going to, I guess, pin or link the article on my website blog, themoderndodo.com. So you can find it there if you want to read more about it. But the concept was that basically Lions fans don't believe in Jared Goff as the quarterback. So it would be, in theory, nice if the Lions were to underachieve Now, these were Lions fans, so they were saying, hey, we want to see improvement on the field, but we still want to lose. The Lions are projected for 3 or 4 wins this year, and in theory, that would secure the Lions amongst the top couple of picks, maybe even the number 1 overall pick, to then next year draft a franchise quarterback such as Trevor Lawrence, because the Lions fans don't believe in Jared Goff. And while it's ironic that Goff was a number 1 overall pick just a few short seasons ago, I too do not believe in Jared Goff. From what I've seen, he doesn't have the electric arm, and I think it's going to be quite a wake-up call. I do think Lions fans appreciated Matt Stafford, but it's going to be quite the wake-up call going from Matt Stafford with truly one of the elite arms in the league to Jared Goff, and I think it is going to be a bumpy season. So I will be embracing each and every game that the Lions play, win, lose, or draw, but many fans will be rooting against the Lions for exactly that reason, to secure the draft pick. So without further ado, let me go grab Sam, and we'll talk about the other 2 topics that I'm going to be paying attention to for the week ahead, because that's where I'm going to put a lot of my free time. I'll be right back. So this is Sam, and I'm recording in the front room of my house. There's a little bit of an echo, so he got scared. I did pick him up at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay just about an hour ago, so he's a little bit squirmy, and he has very sharp kitten claws. They haven't been dulled at all, so he may get the better of me as we go. But Sam, welcome to the show. And you're going to be the focal point of the week ahead. Don't worry, I'm going to give Sam a lot of attention. I think this is my 6th or 7th foster from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. So I'm excited to have Sam join my crew for probably the next 3 weeks or so. And what I want to do is, obviously, with him here, I've got to give him some extra attention so that when he does find his forever home, he's used to humans, and he's a little bit more acclimated than he would be if he was coming right from the shelter. So I'll be showing Sam a ton of attention, and that's going to be one of the things I'm looking forward to during the week ahead. But I'm going to combine it with another passion of mine, and that's NFTs. So at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay, the staff does an absolutely phenomenal job with their operations. And believe it or not, it costs just $19 to save an animal's life at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. An absolutely phenomenal accomplishment by the team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another run. If you've been following me on my YouTube channel, on my website, any of my social channels, probably about a month ago, I sold my first NFT, and that was quite an accomplishment. First of all, creating NFTs and listing them on OpenSea was a great accomplishment. Then actually selling one was a great accomplishment. Now I want to raise the bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time, maybe today, it's Sunday, maybe over the next day or so, and I'm going to create a special NFT, something that represents me fostering Sam, and that goes on sale this week. I'll be selling it through OpenSea, and I can't guarantee an exact price because the NFT will be purchasable in Ethereum, and Ethereum changes in terms of price or value by the minute, essentially. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to price my NFTs right at $19. And I'm going to put Sam is climbing up on my camera and almost knocked us over. He's a rowdy one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to price my NFTs right at that $19 mark. I'm going to put some energy behind them throughout the next couple of weeks while I have Sam, see if I can promote it through social media. We'll see, I may even put some funds behind it to boost a post. But basically, for every NFT I sell at that $19 rate, I will put all of the proceeds directly back into the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. So anybody that purchases one of my let's call it Sam tribute NFTs this week, It'll probably say, based on how I'm imagining it, this NFT saved a life. It certainly will in the description. But anybody who purchases my NFT this week will help save a life at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. Cats, dogs, guinea pigs, hamsters. I was there today. A bunch of ferrets. They even have mice and rats. I know they've had pigs on occasion. So all sorts of lives, but on average, it is $19 to save a life at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. So take a look at my website. I'm going to use my weekly blog as sort of a landing page to direct people to how they can register and create an account and purchase one of these NFTs to help me save a life. So there's your 3 topics this week. It's NFT creation and selling through social media outlets. It is the Detroit Lions and planning my travel schedule. And finally, giving Sam a whole lot of attention for the week ahead. So there's my big 3. I hope that you're as excited for your week ahead as I am. Whatever you choose to do with your time and energies, make it an absolutely fantastic week. And thanks in advance for your support, whether it's purchasing an NFT or simply reposting any of my content over the days and weeks ahead. I certainly do appreciate it. Have a fantastic week, and go Lions, roar.